Hey everyone, welcome back. And if this is your first time joining this channel, my name is Josefin. The invitation tonight is to explore the concept of feeling both feet firmly on the ground. And let's try to explore that through different movement practices and also by bringing our awareness down into the feet. And that can be easier said than done, because most of our time, I think, we're spending up here in our heads, and that's like a really busy mind going on all the time. And basically the feet are as far away from the head as possible, so it's on the opposite side of the body. So the first initial thing tonight, before we start the movement practices, I thought we could start to bring some deeper pressure under our feet in order for our body to send clear signals to our brain where our feet are in space for the moment. So one option can be by bringing your foot up like this and start to give a massage under your feet with your thumbs and the hand. If this movement is not available, you can also bring your foot down and bring pressure by leaning in with your body weight in different areas of the foot. And if you're like me in the Swedish forest, you maybe have a piece of wood for your fire, or maybe a tennis ball if you're living in a city, to put under your foot to start to give some pressure, maybe towards the middle of the foot especially. So the invitation here is to start to notice different areas of the feet that might feel you need a little bit extra attention towards. And how does it feel when you give that pressure towards different areas of the foot? Okay, and then move the piece of wood to the side. Maybe you can notice a difference between the feet. The one foot you gave pressure towards compares to the other. Maybe, maybe not. Then in your own time, moving over to the other foot. Connecting with the pressure towards that foot. Everything in these 20 minutes is, of course, an invitation. It's an invitation for you to explore how you feel in your body today and really honor that we are all unique, which is the super cool thing. We're doing similar movements, but we all have our unique experiences. And today we will add some breathing into these postures and exercises, and that takes some time to start to kind of be able to coordinate both breathing and moving at the same time. So take your time, and when we're practicing, especially yoga, it's a practice. It's not like making anything perfect, so nothing can go right or wrong. Okay, so now you can bring down the foot again. What is the feeling under your feet right now? Maybe you can press down your feet a little bit more firmly, and maybe you want to lift your toes slightly. How is that affecting this connection? Maybe relaxing the toes in your own time, maybe lifting your heels off the floor. Maybe you can feel the leg muscles engaging. Pressing down the entire area of the foot. Maybe noticing the texture of your foot towards the floor. Or the texture from the floor towards your foot, rather. It might be a carpet, maybe a wooden floor. And by that, from that connection, you can try to lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And maybe there's a breath coming with this movement. So any breath, you can breathe through your nose or through your mouth. Feel free to add any breathing. Maybe 2 more times. It's like you're moving from your feet up into your shoulders and then releasing. Feel free to sit in your chair if that's your availability, to stay in your chair. If you would like, you could also stand up, and I will stand up today to demonstrate a few movements. You can move the chair to the side and still have it there if you need a rest. If you're seated on your chair, whatever is available in movements in your legs, you can join us standing up. So you can maybe stomp your feet while seated or doing different movements with your upper body. So whatever is available. Okay, so one way of connecting towards the earth and also connecting with each other has been throughout the history of mankind, connecting in rhythm and movements by stomping our feet firmly towards the floor and the ground. So from this connection from your feet, see if you can start to stomp your feet towards your floor. And if you like, you can lower the sense of gravity down. So we're creating a common rhythm together. And sometimes this can really bring in a sense of empowerment. So even though I am here in Sweden stomping my feet alone, I can feel you guys, because we are now many hundreds of people connecting in the same rhythm. So we're doing this together. So now noticing the feeling in between your feet and the floor. And what happens if you lower the sense of gravity even more? Your arms can follow, do as big or small movements as you like, as light steps as you like, as heavy. Let's stay here for 2 more minutes, if you like. Just explore how this feels. Stomping your feet, maybe a vibration from your feet up into your legs, into the hip. Walking back and forward. Half a minute longer. So maybe we'll go for it. Then connecting both feet firmly on the ground. Now notice, how do you feel in your feet? Maybe try to lower your sense of gravity. How does that affect this connection? Straightening your legs again. Is that making any difference in that connection? And as a reminder from last week's practice, releasing the tension in your forehead, between your eyebrows, around your eyes, the jaw, the shoulders. Try to relax in your belly, down into your feet. You can place your hands to your belly if you like, and when I'm inhaling now, the belly is coming slightly out. That's because of the breathing muscle under the lungs are pressing down a little bit, giving more space into the lungs. When I'm exhaling, the belly slightly comes in. Absolutely no worry if you have an opposite pattern. We're just practicing to come to this more expansive state for the lungs. Inhaling, the belly might come out. Now you can try to exhale a little bit longer if you like, through your nose or through your mouth, to follow the natural response or to follow the parasympathetic response by exhaling longer, engaging that system that can help us to calm down and relax, especially after a long day with a lot of things going on. Maybe one more of these breaths. Down into a relaxed belly and a relaxed out breath. Maybe a little bit adding on that out breath. Back into your feet. Okay. So the next is the chair posture from yoga practices. So here I'm having my feet a little bit away from each other. If you're sitting in a chair, you can engage the thigh muscles and then relax in your legs. When we're bending our legs and my knees are pointing approximately towards the toes. And I'm leaning my weight into my heels here. So I have a strong connection with my heels. Just going to demonstrate. The sequence with the arms looks like this. You want to kind of tire out the fight muscles and the flight muscles. And that might give you a sense of relief at the end of the day if you didn't move so much today. So I'm lifting my arms up and then I'm bending my arms and bringing the elbows in towards my body, bending my legs. So I'm kind of engaging everything here. And then I'm going to straighten my legs and release. Bringing some breath into this if you like. So you can join me for 4 of these. When inhaling, lifting your arms gently up. Exhaling, bending the legs and bringing the arms in towards your body. Transferring the weight into your heels. Okay, now feel your feet. You're pressing from your feet and from that movement coming up. Inhaling up and exhaling any way you like, any movement you like. Releasing. Maybe 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Strong legs, strong feet. Inhale up. Exhale any movement you like. 2 more times in your own time. Strong arms, strong legs. Inhaling up. One more time, just explore where you want to breathe. So nothing is right or wrong. And adding anything to release any tension. I invite you to move things around that you need to move, or maybe settle down in areas you would like to settle down a bit. Maybe you want to stay still or move. And in between the next little round where we will add some movements with our arms, I invite you to try maybe leaning against the wall. If you have a wall in your house or your apartment, you can lean your back against the wall, and I'm having my feet a little bit forward from the wall. And I'm really leaning back. I'm being almost held by the wall here. My spine is being supported. And by leaning back, I can also feel a stronger kind of connection with my feet towards the floor. And you can explore, is that happening for you as well? Maybe, maybe not. And then I used to take this opportunity to take a few deep breaths and imagining that I'm breathing from the ground and up. And that's not anatomically possible, but it kind of can create my breathing to come a bit lower in the chest. So sometimes when we're really busy and really active, the breathing comes up here a bit. So it's kind of up in the top parts of my lungs. And now I'm trying to relax my shoulders and relax my belly. And then breathing from the sensations in my feet up into my belly, the lower lungs. And then breathing from the lower lungs back into my feet again. Maybe 2 more of these breaths. Leaning back, breathing from the ground. Exhaling back towards the ground. Maybe 1 more time. Then you can come away from the wall. Returning to your feet, slightly separated. Now you can bend your legs, and now we're going to add a few movements. Okay, so if you like, you can join 3 of these now. So here I'm inhaling up, exhaling, really using the arm muscles, bending my legs, keeping my legs bent. Now I'm inhaling, really strengthening this arm. And here it's like a sense of control. I am controlling this movement. So I invite you to do the same. Slow exhale, really control, strong movement forward as you're pushing something forward in slow motion. inhaling back. The other side, exhale, maybe like a crossover movement or straight forward, you choose. All the way back, straightening your legs, inhaling up. Releasing, maybe an exhale. Bending your legs, inhaling arms up. Exhaling, strong arms, strong legs. Feel your feet. Inhaling here, over to the side, maybe exhale slowly. Inhaling back. The other side, exhale. Inhaling back. Now all the way up. Maybe one more time. Inhale. Inhale all the way up. Then come back to sit on a chair. If you felt good by leaning against the wall, if that was your option, feel free to lean back. Now connecting with your full body weight towards the chair, maybe noticing the sensations under your feet. Try to relax your belly if it's possible. The entire body towards the ground, so it's like really lowering the center of gravity. Maybe in between now and the next week, maybe try to stop once in a while and connect with that feeling. How does it feel to have both feet firmly on the ground? And maybe take a few really deep breaths from the belly to the ground and back again. And then move forward from that space rather from that excited state. And notice, is that making any difference in your life? From all the people that I've been working with over the years inside the prisons, and when they've been released as well, that has made a large difference in their lives. To be able to feel this connection and relax down and then move forward before we act and react. Thank you so much for this practice today. Feel free to stay seated for a while and connect with the gravity and your feet, and be breathing a bit deeply. Next week will be more large expansive movements in creating space around the body and maybe inside our bodies by moving like that. More energetic and more rhythms. So I'm very happy to invite you back next week. And until then, I wish you all the well. Thank you so much.